Hi, everybody. This is Melissa with Red Hot Now, and I am here to talk to Melissa Slawsky from Brainiac Bundles. She's the head Brainiac business specialist there. And we've been working together this week. And I thought, instead of just talking about her email bundle this week, I'd like to talk to Melissa herself, and we could kind of talk about how we're collaborating. So you kind of get a behind the scenes look at our collaboration and how collaboration works. Because that's part of what I teach with you guys. And so I think you have a lot to learn here today, and hopefully have some fun as well and learn about this awesome email bundle list that we're promoting. So welcome, Melissa.
Thank you for having me.
Oh, it's great to have you here. Yeah, I'm so glad you could she just jumped on it this morning. I was like, let's do an interview. And she's like, okay. And so all of a sudden we're doing it. And I wanted to tell you guys, this is how it works. It's very inspirational. You get inspired to do things. You get inspired to work with people. And, just go with your gut, because you never know what will happen. And I think, Melissa, we met in Ann Strauss mastermind group, right?
Yes. I think I probably promoted the opportunity that I was looking for contributors. And
yes.
It's been an adventure. I'm learning that part of being an entrepreneur is going with the flow, and sometimes it'll feel like a roller coaster, but I'm learning to enjoy the ride, because
you have to, otherwise get off the merry-go-round. It's like you have to enjoy it, right?
Exactly.
I think that's exactly how it works. I just happened to be in her group right when you posted that, and I just saw it, and I was like, oh, great. This is, I don't know, it just felt good. This would be fun to explore with you. So this is kind of how it works, guys. It's like I hadn't met Melissa before. We literally were just talking to each other now for the first time. We've been emailing and messaging each other all week. But this is kind of how it unfolds. And, I think it's just been a lot of fun. So, but Melissa, tell me, okay, first we're going to talk about, you have an awesome package right now. It's
Sure.
Grow Your Email List 2017, right? And we're going to get into the details of that.
Yes.
But I right now, this is what's so cool, guys, is that she went from being piano professor. She's a musician. She teaches music. She plays piano. She's a teacher and she's a professor. And she got the calling to do something different. And I'd love for you to tell us a little bit about that. What happened to you?
Sure. It's been a ride. It's been a journey. I'd say you said the right thing. It's about enjoying the ride. And I think a long time I was chasing a destination. So even though I started teaching at 16, I kind of was chasing this. I was going to be a full-time professor no matter what. It didn't matter what happened. I worked for over 20 years. I got 4 degrees, and I was chasing this pot of gold at the end of the rainbow.
Wow.
It's back surgery, bankruptcy. I think I moved my poor husband 12 times in 10 years to chase this destination. And then when I finally got it, I loved the work and I loved the students, but there were so many aspects of it that I was like, why did I chase this? So I was kind of dumped out of the system, and I had to take a look and say, you know what? There's no pot of gold at the end of the rainbow. I had to figure out what was fulfilling me instead of what was driving me. So for me, it was chasing achievements. Yeah, achievements and degrees and certifications, and it was so important for me to be Dr. Slawsky. It was all about my ego. So being a professor was feeding my ego, but not my soul.
Yeah, I think a lot of us identify with that,
Yeah, and one big thing for me, I figured it out by accident. I wanted to get right back into teaching, but I was going to reinvent myself for a more contemporary environment. And some of my favorite students were film score composers. So I'm like, well, I better start composing. So I just bought some equipment and started doing it. And I actually got to score a film just by answering a Craigslist ad. And I figured out that being creative was like something that made me really happy. Creative and innovative, and that's why the professor thing didn't work. That was about being recreative, and I wasn't allowed to be innovative. So I was totally out of alignment, and my body knew before my mind or my ego would accept it. Like my back was totally just really, I mean, I had herniated discs, I had back surgery, but my body said no.
Stop. No more, right? Our bodies are always right. If you don't listen to that voice, that's what I always tell people, like you have to listen to that voice that says, do something different. And if you don't listen to it, you get the universal 2x4, which is oftentimes a physical ailment. Serious. Yeah.
It really was down. Like literally the universe was like, you're not listening. It's like boom. And it like
totally
things not by choice. Like I lost my job title. I started just selling things to make ends meet, and some of the things were hard to lose. And then after that, it got to after the bankruptcy, and just I was getting rid of stuff. So I just got rid of so many things. I sold my grand piano a couple months ago to fund my new business, and honestly, it's been so freeing. Like I used to look at it like, oh, that's what I used to do, or that's what I should do, or all those degrees for nothing. And so in the beginning, it was losing things not by choice. And then eventually it was like, there's a sense of thing to lose. And I really learned that my achievement addiction was really an approval addiction. I always kind of sat on the sidelines as an entrepreneur. I love watching shows like in the Profit, and I really admired, I consider myself a total junkie of e-courses and e-books and personal and professional development, but I never was taking action. So once I finally was all the labels away, and I was like, I have nothing to lose. It's time to just go for it. So
it's true,
but one of the most authentic and adventurous years I've had in a long time.
When did you start this venture? You have your new venture called Brainiac Bundles.
I just started it a few months ago. For about 6 months, I was trying to make it as a business strategist, and I was really dealing with imposter syndrome. Like I felt like I don't have these big results. I feel like you have to be financially successful results so other people will want to work with you. And I hate asking people for money. So I started doing some research, and I read a book called The $100 Startup. And it's an awesome book. It's how-to, it's inspirational stories. And there was a story in there about and they made some money, and I was like, that's it. I don't have to ask people for money.
What was the story? Can you say that again? It got cut out.
I'm sure. The book, $100 Startup, there's a story about 2 designers that got together with 28 friends and ran a fire. They called it a fire sale. And they made quite a lot of money. And I was like, you know what? That's it. Instead of nobody's my competition, everybody is my potential collaborator. There was a principle in the book called the blue ocean. When you're in a red ocean, you're like dumping a bucket of chum in shark-infested waters, and everybody's, trying to go after the same audience. But when you get to a blue ocean, there's no other So it was an amazing thing to be like, yes, it's innovative. Without spending a ton of money. So it's been a ride. It's definitely been a learning experience.
Yeah. And this is so, yeah, congratulations. I mean, that's amazing because you created this out of your own imagination, your own inspiration. Brainiac Bundles. I mean, that's a title you came up with, right?
Online that we're working, and I noticed, oh, okay, that might be how my design deals works. And then I noticed, oh, AppSumo now bundles all their apps together and has this briefcase package. And then I did some research and I found, oh, there's a company called Ultimate Bundles and they're doing this exact same thing. And so now everywhere I look, I'm like, bundle, subscription, bundled subscription. So it's been part creative and then part, doing my research to see, is this out there? Will it work? And it's been a lot of elbow grease, but it's been worth it.
Absolutely. Absolutely. It all starts with elbow grease, right? And every kind of grease imaginable to get you through
I'm getting really good at WordPress.
I know,
WordPress
right?
And graphics and plugins, and I read stories about other companies. I'm like, they'll say, they combined their funds and they had, $50,000 in a team, and I'm like, I've got nothing and I'm one person, but I can make this happen.
Absolutely. Congratulations. Because this is your baby. This is your project and you're doing it yourself, right?
Yeah, so far I'm doing it myself. Eventually it's my dream to be able to have, I want to work with, I want to collaborate with people. So it's definitely a dream to make it something big. It's been a dream come true to, I get to help people put their product out into the world. Like, the struggle of writing a book takes so long. It takes just the journey of, getting over perfectionism to put it to paper and then release it out to the world. And nobody tells you that the process of marketing a book is like a whole new beast.
That's a whole other, right. The book was just the beginning. The book is nothing. You got to market it.
It's so hard. It's like you feel like you've climbed Mount Everest and then you get to the top and it's like, oh, now you have to sell it. So it's been a dream come true to be, I get to monetize people and I don't have to charge them. So yeah, I definitely have to refine some of my leadership skills, but it's been a dream come true to be able to say, here's how I can help you. And it doesn't cost.
Congratulations. That's awesome. Yeah. So tell me let's talk about the bundle a little bit. What do you have some awesome you have some awesome items in there, a lot of good stuff. Let's not overwhelm them with everything. They can take a look at the sales page. I'll put the link in with the interview, but what do we have off the top of your head? What do you think is really awesome to look at right now?
Oh, in the bundle, we have some awesome things in there. Of course, your book is going to be a great contribution because most people, when they start building a community, I know this for myself, I sat on the sidelines for a good 2 years, taking course after course, reading book after book, and I never put anything out there because I didn't have the confidence, as a teacher, it was easy to, I had a student in front of me or a classroom and it was a dialogue, but when it's just you creating something to put out into the world, it's really easy to get in our own head. So I think your book is really important. We have some awesome planners. If anybody is a plan, I'm definitely OCD, and sometimes I get into planning analysis.
Absolutely.
We have some awesome planners in here to plan your newsletter, adding a quiz to your funnel, a sales funnel planner. And then we have some awesome resources. You can pick out your own done-for-you content. There's a $37 gift certificate to Piggy Makes Bank. And that's one thing that I wish I would have discovered when I started online. As a professor and as a teacher, I used textbooks. And in the online space, it seems PLR or private label rights content is considered like a dirty little secret. And really it's done for you content that instead of staring at a blank screen, you'll have something that you can create. You can literally create a training out of it.
Right.
I consider it like a textbook where you can, so I think that's neat. You get 1 month free to the social marketing app, which I don't know about you, but it really is a major time suck. So this is an app where you can be in all places at once and just post and schedule from one app. So I think that's really neat. We've got pretty much a mixed bag. Like I know when I sit down and write an email, headlines are like one thing that, you don't even know if anybody's gonna open this thing. So we've got a nice cheat sheet of headline hacks. I think there's a pretty good variety of things in here. So we got lots of, if you're a planner, if you need to grow your audience, if you need just some automating and refining to save yourself time, if you just need something for funnel, like the quiz would be a really neat thing. Everybody loves to learn things about themselves. So that would be a really neat thing to add into your funnel.
Yeah. I think for people who don't, who are just, trying to figure out how to grow their list and where to start and what to do. And I think this is a great package because it has so many different options and there's, lots of different ways to grow your list. It just sort of depends on you and your personality and what you like. But this is a great way to see, what's available and what's out there, and then also just use some of it. You don't have to use all of it, but if you use even just some of it, it's going to really help get you started. So, and of course, using all of it's great as well. But they have some really great planners. I like the Telesummit planner. That one is very helpful.
Can often get FOMO or fear of missing out if I see there's a course on this or a resource on this. And this is a way to, you kind of have your own collection of things that you may not be able to get to it all at once or even in a year, but if you see a course or a training on Pinterest that you're like, oh, it's only $100, you'll be like, you know what? I have a resource on Pinterest. Let me just read this first and then see.
Right. It'll save you a lot of money.
Overwhelm people, but we wanted to give enough value that it's kind of like you get to put your wallet away for a while because you'll have your own little library of resources. Because that's my big thing is I see courses out there and I'm like, I want that. Look at that, it's so, this is a way to put your wallet away and you can have your cake and eat it too with shiny object syndrome because you've got a little bit of everything. So even if you don't get to everything, for a while, you'll at least have your own little collection of resources.
There you go. That's it. Great. Okay. So yeah, guys, so click on the link. Make sure you get the promo offer. The promo code is, what's the promo code for this weekend?
Yes.
Because we have the promo code for this weekend. It's this weekend only, and it's now or never. So get it now and save money and start working on your list today. I'll put the list in there and I'll put the promo code in the link as well. So I want to thank you, Melissa. Thank you so much.
Thank you. My pleasure.
Thank you for your time and we'll see you. So thanks guys. And we'll check out check out the list, check out the bundle and enjoy it. All right, everyone. We'll see you later. Bye.